This is Mac OS Ken.
Starring iPhone 12 as the rising tide, looking inside Apple's communicator, and Apple drops Dosh in the lobby. It's Monday, the 26th of October, 2020. I'm Ken Ray, and this is news from Mac OS Ken, brought to you by yours truly and sponsored by Right Side Up. Ready with the growth marketing help you need. Learn more at rightsideup.com/macOSKen. This show is also sponsored by SimpliSafe, the right way to protect your home. We all worry from time to time. You don't have to with SimpliSafe. Their home security can protect your home around the clock. And setting it up is seriously simple. You set up SimpliSafe yourself in just a few minutes without any tools or wiring. No technician required. Seriously, I had my sensors and keypad set up in no time. Get that done and SimpliSafe will monitor your home around the clock with security professionals who are there in case of emergency to immediately send the help you need. All that with no contract, no sales push, and no hidden fees. Find out more. Right now, visit simplisafe.com/macOSKen and get a free security camera plus a 60-day risk-free trial with any new system order. There's nothing to lose. Go today to simplisafe.com/macOSKen. SIMPLI simplisafe.com/macOSKen. And a big thanks to SimpliSafe for sponsoring today's show. Evercore analyst Amit Daryanani sees three things driving Apple shares higher for the foreseeable future: hardware that's not iPhone, services, and hardware that's iPhone. Philip Elmer-DeWitt's Apple 3.0 ran part of a note AdRock wrote over the weekend, quoting that Apple stock should keep working higher, driven by a trifecta of A, strong non-iPhone demand, B, services acceleration, and C, iPhone supercycle. Thank you, carrier subsidies. Though we caution gross margins remain a wild card for December and softer iPhone sales in the September quarter. We think iPhone sales could be below street estimates for the September quarter, reflecting average selling prices, SE strength, and a lack of new models. While an iPhone launch weekend seems a good time for any analyst note, now is doubly good. Not only does Daryanani's note come on the heels of the iPhone release, it comes just ahead of Apple's next earnings call, set for this coming Thursday. The Evercore analyst says he'll be listening for December quarter guidance and commentary that shows iPhone 12 demand will stay stronger for longer, as well as stuff about other hardware and services. The thing Elmer-DeWitt finds surprising is that analysts might be surprised by September iPhone sales. As he points out, Apple gave them plenty of warning that the new iPhones wouldn't be arriving until October. Still, people are funny, you know? Daryanani's got an outperform rating on Apple's shares. His price target on the shares is $135. Digging deeper into the phone, our good friends at iFixit have done their job. MacRumor says the service, famous for taking things apart, seeing what's inside, then seeing how easy it is to put it all back together, live streamed their teardowns of iPhone 12 and iPhone 12 Pro last week. Among their interesting findings, the batteries and displays on the two phones are interchangeable. The switch won't be apples to apples on the display, though. The max brightness level of the two varies slightly, according to the report. Similarities don't end there. According to the piece, an X-ray, courtesy of Creative Electron, reveals the nearly identical L-shaped logic board, battery, and circular array of magnets, which introduce MagSafe support in the two devices. A separate teardown of Apple's MagSafe charger shared by iFixit reveals a simple design with magnets and a charging coil encircling a small circuit board. The piece also says upon removing the camera shield from the iPhone 12, there appears to be a plastic spacer in place of the iPhone 12 Pro's telephoto lens and LiDAR scanner. It's really fascinating, their ability to turn one phone into two. With all the similarities, it'll come as little surprise that the two have the same reparability rating, 6 out of 10 for each from iFixit. While a lot of parts are modular and easy to switch out, MacRumors says iFixit bemoaned Apple's continued use of proprietary screws, the device's increases in waterproofing that can complicate repairs, and the increased chance of breakage due to glass on the front and back of the two devices. It is said that a rising tide lifts all boats. Such is the case for boats in Apple's ecosystem. Mac Daily News ran a couple of reports last week about companies making components for Apple's newest phones. One of those reports highlighted a Bloomberg piece that had STMicro Electronics surfing Apple's wave. The firm's president and CEO was on Bloomberg television last week, saying that the stuff it was making for Apple was helping it grow past recent Q4 expectations. According to Bloomberg, LiDAR and time-of-flight camera technology in Apple's iPhone 12 come from STMicro and are helping to push the firm higher. The other Mac Daily News piece focused on LG Display. Highlighting a Reuters report, this one says the iPhone 12 line has actually helped push LG Display into the profit category, ending a 6-quarter run of loss. While apparently not naming names, LG Display said cranking out a boatload of OLED panels for a customer in North America helped turn its numbers from red to black. It also said that it was running production at full capacity to meet that customer's needs. While Apple does seem to have done the trick for LG Display, it didn't do it alone. Stay-at-home trends boosting panel demand for TVs and laptops also contributed to LG Display's revenue, according to the report. On the consumer side, good news, bad news around new Apple kit. We'll do bad news first, though it isn't so much bad as potentially annoying. Remember when people freaked out after HomePods started leaving marks on furniture? Get ready for something similar in your pocket. MacRumors says Apple is quietly warning people that its new MagSafe charger might leave rings on certain cases. I say they're quietly warning people for a couple of reasons. First of all, the warning is on the support doc about using the MagSafe charger with iPhone 12. Not a common destination for most people. And second, the print that warns of the possible rings is smaller than most of the rest of the print on the page and also a lighter color. It's there though, and it says if you keep your iPhone in a leather case while charging with your MagSafe charger, the case might show circular imprints from the contact. Interestingly, MacRumors says leather cases may not be the only ones affected. The site says one of its readers shared a photo of a circular imprint on Apple's silicone case, so it appears that the other cases can be affected too. It is possible that the circular imprint will be most prominent on leather cases, prompting Apple's warning. From unseemly rings on the back of things to a front that is strong like bull. Apple Insider says, true to Apple's word, the ceramic shield on the iPhone 12 displays does seem to beef up scratch resistance and durability. At the high-speed event earlier this month, Apple said the new process used for ceramic shield resulted in units with drop performance that was 4 times better than earlier models. On Friday, Apple Insider says a noted YouTube channel put those durability claims to the test with both a force meter and a Mohs hardness kit. On the force test, the YouTube channel found the phone surviving 442 newtons of force. iPhone 11 only withstood 352 newtons of force in the same video. As far as scratch resistance, they couldn't make a mark. According to the piece, the YouTube channel also attempted to scratch the iPhone 12's display glass with objects like keys, coins, rocks, and a box cutter. Ultimately, the device's glass came out unscathed. As for the Mohs hardness test, the piece says the iPhone 12 stood up to a 6-point test. A 7-point left some faint scratches on the device, while an 8-point left significant scratches. For comparison, the iPhone 11 started to show scratches with a 6-point. I think we knew this, but just in case, be warned. It looks like Ceramic Shield only protects the screen side glass. Apple Insider says the YouTube channel was able to scratch the rear glass just as easily as the screen on the iPhone 11. More news in a moment, but first a word from Right Side Up, ready with the growth marketing help you need. When I say help, that's what I mean. You've worked hard to grow your business. It's yours. You've been there every step of the way. Right Side Up doesn't take anything away from what you've done. Rather, their premium, fully vetted growth marketing teams look at what you've got, what you've done, and what might work better to market your business and attract more customers. From folks who can sit in on the occasional meeting to people who are practically part of your company, Right Side Up knows that businesses are different. But the skills they bring can work for orgs of all sizes. Whether you want 1 person or 5 hours a week or 50, their custom teams are designed for exactly what your team needs. DoorDash, Zenefits, Sunbasket, you already know Right Side Up's work. From early stage ventures to fast-growing tech companies to Fortune 500 brands, they're ready with the growth marketing help you need. And right now, Right Side Up is offering macOS Ken listeners a free week of service after your first quarter of engagement when you go to rightsideup.com/macOSKen. That's rightsideup.com/macOSKen to speak to one of their marketing strategists and finally get the customer acquisition and marketing help you need. Go to rightsideup.com/macOSKen. And a big thanks to Right Side Up for sponsoring today's show. Apple's been spreading some quatloos around the U.S. Capitol. iMore cites a regulatory filing that shows the Cupertino company spent a little over $1.5 million on lobbying last quarter. Sounds like a lot, but it's less than the company spent in the third quarter of 2019 and way less than the $4.4 million spent by Amazon last quarter or the $4.9 million spent by Facebook. Some issues on which Apple weighed in make perfect sense for any major corporation, including corporate tax reform implementation, general copyright issues, and market access, including tariffs and non-tariff barriers. Some are more specific to Apple's business, including issues related to mobile payments, issues related to mobile devices and health records, and issues related to the development of autonomous vehicle technologies. And some just have that Apple sort of feel, including issues related to computer science education, international environmental policy, and issues related to the Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals program. It's a long list. You can check it out for yourself on the iMore site. And finally today, there was one point of particular interest on Apple's lobbying list. A Bloomberg report says part of Apple's lobbying effort last quarter and the quarter before went towards securing tax breaks for domestic chip production. Actually, Apple's disclosure form says the Cupertino company lobbied the Treasury Department, Congress, and the White House on tax topics including issues related to tax credits for domestic semiconductor production. The piece reminds readers of TSMC's plan to build a $12 billion chip plant in Arizona. It's possible that Apple's lobbying efforts are tied to the TSMC plans. Coming up in a few minutes, Reticle Research Principal Analyst Ross Rubin kicks off the week with talk of Facebook. The social network is trying to shut down research into how political ads are served to its users. It is news to Ross in a few minutes. Find it and listen wherever you get podcasts. Don't forget I'm going live on YouTube today. I actually do that Monday through Friday at 6:30 Eastern, 3:30 Pacific. Stop by and say hi at youtube.com/KenRay. macOS Ken, brought to you by me and sponsored by SimpliSafe. Get a free HD camera when you order an all-new system at simplisafe.com/macOSKen. This show is also sponsored by Right Side Up, ready with the growth marketing help you need. Learn more at rightsideup.com/macOSKen. Advertising handled by Backbeat Media, online at backbeatmedia.com. You can reach me a couple of ways. info@macosken.com or call 716-780-4080. Until next time, that is news from macOS Ken. I'm Ken Ray.
Ciao.